Hello,
How are you?
I'm good. I see that we have a similar layout here.
Right. What's, there's something striped up there in the background as well.
Yes, I told you this is freaking amazing.
What is that? That
Um,
striped.
that's a, that is a vocal box. A fan of mine and a huge supporter, Ferry, again to use Ferry, has crafted that one handmade because he's a handyman and he's really good with crafting stuff. Since I always wanted to learn to sing, and as I'm living here in an apartment,
Yeah.
and I don't have a vocal booth, I was thinking about getting the ISO box, but this
Hmm.
is a pretty much expensive thing. And he had the idea to surprise me with my own custom-made ISO box with my
Wow.
logo and the Van Halen stripes in my.
That's so cool. So you're in Germany at the moment?
Yes, and I literally just came home from Berlin. The train was late, and it was at 11:58. I was sitting here on my
Oh, wow.
laptop. It was so fun. Yeah, I'm in Germany, near Frankfurt, 30 kilometers south from Frankfurt.
Okay. That's my oldest daughter. She was in Berlin yesterday, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
The world is so small.
Uh,
Yeah, I was visiting a friend in Berlin from Tuesday till yesterday,
yeah.
today morning, but till yesterday we were able to do stuff. And yesterday another friend and me, we were at the Halford bar. Like this is a rock metal bar just
Okay.
dedicated to Robert Halford from Judas Priest. And so
Oh,
they had huge of sick stuff, like a huge statue of him,
yeah.
used guitars, a picture of him and Doro.
Oh, really?
That was so amazing.
Yeah. Thank you for doing the interview for me.
Yeah, of course. No, no issue. Thank you for having time
Yeah, no
to do.
problem. Now, I had to listen to the full album yesterday. So,
Oh, nice.
Gods of Metal, I must say it's a great album. So, congratulations with that.
Thank you. What's your favorite track?
Well, I wrote down here, there's a few here. Um, I do like the single, The Valkyries in the Sky, but probably the other one, I do like Temple of Silence. That vocal in there is pretty full on.
Oh, oh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Actually,
silence.
I actually wrote down here the high vocal in that chorus that, is it? They're really high. What else?
Yeah,
I mean, they're all good. So they're the ones that stood out. I Hear the Dragon, another great song as well.
thanks. Cool.
Yeah,
This was also a song we played live just a few times, I think two times in total yet, since we weren't prepared for the Lordi tour, since we were still in the album cycle of album number one. And we imagined to have fire fans on stage
mm.
for our showgirls when the song is hitting.
Okay, yeah. So are they part of the group like always? They always at the shows, the showgirls?
They are part of the show when it's possible.
Okay.
It depends on the stage size and on the like obligatory things of the venues or the tours. When they say, "Hey, your travel party can just be 7 people, including technicians," then we have to cut down. But we always bring them when it's possible.
Okay.
For example, in Birmingham, when we played at the Lordy tour, it wasn't even possible for them to join on the stage because the stage was already packed when the six of us were playing. And so they had a free day and could do sightseeing in Birmingham instead. But of course, it's frustrating if you're prepared and want to just be also performing and it's not working because of the size of the stage. So yeah, us, all for metal, are all the 8 of us.
Yeah, yeah. I must say though, you guys, you really do have a bit of everything in your bands. Like you with now, I've got to say these names right. Is it Tetzel, the vocal?
Tetzel, yes.
Yeah, his vocals between him and Antonio. Yeah, the blend of their vocals and the way they do it, it's really good.
Yeah, this is something also people comment on, like you have this bare muscle uh, mountain of power who is like having all the bass, and then Antonio is matching it on the higher frequencies. And I think they also like behave like an old couple already. It's so good.
Yeah, but I mean, Antonio's voice, his range is crazy high. So good.
Yeah, he's capable of basically anything. And every time when we are doing sound check, he would do "Welcome to the jungle, baby, you gotta die," and like he's getting from there to and like, okay, how high? How
Yeah,
long do you want?
yeah, he's amazing.
Yeah,
So,
he's
and it works well with the songs too. So with the songwriting, who writes the songs?
basically, we are a studio project right now till this date, where Antonio and Tetzel get their input from different ideas, and our partner from Elephant Music, Hardy, is mostly helping them out to structure the songs so that we have like a clear line of our story. Since for the first album we had more of the Conan the Barbarian era, and now we are moving to Japan. So for the third album, I am not able to say where we are moving now, but yeah. Now that the band is merged together, since the six of us just found each other in January 2023, where Awful Metal still was just a project and not a band, to see if the people would enjoy it and the music, we will integrate all different kinds of our skills for the future songs. So we are now moving to be like an idea of Antonio and Tatso, to be more a band contributing to the full picture.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So with the guitar parts though, do you figure out like you and is it Ursula? Um,
Ursula,
Ursula, sorry,
yes,
Ursula. um,
all good.
yeah. So do you girls like figure out which part, like who's going to do what part and everything?
Yes, so basically Ursula and me, we are both lead players, where I consider myself more as a rhythm player, as I like riffs a lot. And so since we want to keep um, kind of a message to the world that it doesn't matter what you play on guitar, we always split the lead parts. Even during solos, we might cut or we do a dual harmony so that it's not really clear who is lead or rhythm guitarist, because most of the time people are like, oh, he's lead, he's rhythm, and we want to blend this together so that we see we are guitarists. We are
Yeah,
just guitarists doing our thing. And so most of the time we listen to a song, and if she feels more connected to that style, she will do it. And also the solo. And if I'm saying, damn, this is something I really want to do, then I can also say it. And so we divide it by personal preference and also adding now our own ideas to it. So for example, in the Year of the Dragon, when we will play it live, it's a different solo, dual solo from the two of us.
and then so the single you have now, the Valkyries in the Sky, featuring Laura from Bernie Riches.
Yeah, I also saw Burning Witches live last year at Rock Arts, and they certainly, like when they were playing, it was sometimes if you see bands, it's like a punch in your face, but just like in a good sense, if you know what I mean. And they have so much power. I really like it. And Laura is also such a humble and kind human being. She's amazing. And also, the nerdy side of her came out when we were shooting the music video, and she was also pretty much into it and brought also additional stuff from her personal fantasy collection. So, for example, additional hair braids so
Yeah,
that she can also look like a warrior, because she told me sometimes if you really are doing so many shows and you don't have much time because of travel, you don't want to do this on your own all the time.
yeah,
And so basically right. So she has this prepared for her hair, and so it was nice to see her also transform herself,
yeah,
and it was really cool to see. It was very inspirational.
yeah. So when you saw him, was that with Courtney Cox on guitar?
Was it with Courtney already? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it was already when they swapped because of the pregnancy of
Yeah,
who was she called? I forgot the name right now. Sorry.
yeah, I know.
The previous guitar.
Yeah, I can't remember her name
Yeah.
either. Yeah, Courtney was on my podcast as well when she
Ah,
was
cool.
back with the Iron Maidens.
Yeah, the Iron Maidens, where Anita Strauss also was.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And then they come down to Australia, and I got to meet her and hang out, and yeah, it was great. She's really friendly.
Yeah.
She's great. And great guitar player.
Definitely.
Yeah. Now, some of the other songs, going back to The Way of the Samurai,
Hmm.
the thing that stood out for me in that song was the double bass drum. It was like in the
Hmm.
chorus, the way he uses it in the chorus is crazy. It's really good.
Yeah, also Live says it's like pretty much a little bit challenging to him. He's a kick-ass drummer, but it's also like some like a workout for him, since
Yeah.
most of the songs they are very much slow-ish. If we take a look at All for Metal from the first album,
Mm.
or also if we take a look at Legends Never Die, not there was no song is except maybe for Fury of the Gods, Day of Hammerfall, that is a little bit more
Okay, yeah.
demanding,
Yeah.
demanding in sense of fast on the drums. And so he has also something to do where he can shine. And this is also pretty much cool.
The other one I was going to ask you about is Path of the Brave. That's
Yes.
there's an instrument at the start. I couldn't figure out what it was. There's a
I have like a phonetic let me see if I can recall it.
mm,
Um Sometimes I'm not sure what all kind of different orchestration is done in the final product, I think,
mm,
of the song, so to speak. But a very traditional Japanese instrument that comes to my mind, it could be an erhu. It's like a traditional string instrument. I'm not 100% sure on that either, since just rely on the guitar parts most
yeah,
of the time. And also, if you arrange songs, I know it from my previous band, there are so many layers of different orchestration. And also, I have a friend called Uli.
okay.
She was also playing in a band called Snow White Blood, and she says sometimes she does orchestration of instruments you don't even hear, but they are there to create the atmosphere. So
Yeah,
it's an interesting thing. I guess I also have to pay more attention
yeah,
on these
yeah.
small details, figure out the actual instruments. I just hear the sound and I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah.
So I was listening to it and I think, what is that?
Sometimes I don't even know. It was like um even if you're working with atmospheric stuff, you have different kind of samples sometimes you can add to your music to get a dense atmosphere, especially when you cannot afford an orchestra or something. And
Yeah,
so what we had, my previous band, and also we just had like some clicks and some atmospheric tense kind of samples that we put into the music to just create more of a layer of music. So sometimes I think you don't even know.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, but I mean, like I said, overall, it really is a great album, and it shows a bit of everything, like your guitar work and all the vocals and the drumming. So it's a yeah, just a great album. So I can't wait for everyone to
Thank
hear
you.
it.
Ah, cool.
It was released what August 23rd, I think it is.
Yes,
So
will
still,
be released there. And we have also that cruise event where we celebrate with the fans.
okay, yeah. Oh, that's good. Will they be what in Berlin?
Yeah, no, in Hamburg.
Okay. Oh, very nice. Now, I want to ask you also about your YouTube channel, which I think is great. It's really good.
Thank you.
Guitarist. Um, one of the things that really stood out, the playthrough you did of Born in Valhalla.
Mhm.
So I think it's really cool because yeah, sometimes you see people just play through, they're just sitting there with the guitar, but your one's more like a film clip. You know, it's like you can see what's going on, you're getting into it, which is really cool.
Thank you. Yeah, I've been doing that since forever, since 2011
Yeah,
to
yeah,
do this. And yeah, it's just also something I enjoy doing, like recording covers also of other bands that I'm a fan of.
yeah.
And what I think is very much cute and cool is that people really learn the things from the videos.
Hmm.
So it's important to me that if someone want to try a song like I did with my favorite bands, then they can just watch and try.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. So in that song, yeah, you got the thing where you're doing the hammer-ons, and in this hand it's doing the tapping. Yeah,
Reverse tapping, yeah.
yeah, that's really cool.
Thanks. Yeah, I don't know. I'm also like hugely inspired by Van Halen when it comes to tapping. And so I think it's also a kind of nice way to just experiment. And to me, it was just a thing. Of course, you can play it differently, but for me, I'm faster with my left hand. And so it was natural for me to test it out, crossed
Yeah,
over.
yeah, that's really good. I've actually I teed up with this other guy in America called Steve Rosen. He's an author.
Mhm.
he just wrote a book about. He used to work for Guitar Player in all these guitar magazines.
Hmm.
So basically, he actually I got it here. He interviewed Eddie Van Halen back in the day. This one,
Oh,
Phone Chaser,
nice.
and he's just
And
released an audiobook coming out on July 1st of this whole book, which I've put together for him. So yeah, so if you get a chance, check it out. If
oh, cool.
you like Van
Thank
Halen, it's got all the interviews from Van Halen back in the day as well. You're talking about his style that he's playing. Yeah,
Nice. So
I
it's a
think
complete compendium kind of audiobook then.
yeah, yeah,
Of
exactly. Yeah,
cool, that's it.
yeah, that's really cool. Now the other one on your YouTube channel, which I really like, was
Yeah.
the Punish My Mistakes, where you swap the guitars.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
Thank you. Yeah, that's my favorite band, Dark Tranquility. I also have a drum head here.
Oh yeah, yeah,
And yeah, yeah, that's the drum head from the Moment album.
yeah.
Friend Marcos from the band Scient. So shout out to you again, Marcos, for this beautiful gift. They printed them for their tour, and I got one. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes when you do YouTube videos, you do edit. That I mean, that's no secret. You
Yeah.
want to have like that artsy kind of output that people can enjoy. And if you play mistakes because you are not the actual guitarist who wrote the song, or you don't play that song for 5 years straight, you do mistakes. That's completely natural. And sometimes people are not very much transparent for what they do, and they get like a false sense of reality to people, especially when it comes to kids or teenagers who want to start out with an instrument. And some people, they get motivated by seeing people who can shred, but there are also the other type of more introverted people who will get maybe discouraged to say, oh my God, this guy, he plays just for 2 years. Why do I suck so much? And most of the time, they don't question the production of the videos. And so I just wanted to do something different with that. I took a song that I have not mastered yet, which is Punish My Heaven, a killer track. I really love that album. I really love this band. That's no secret. And so I was just making it transparent with an obvious guitar swap to say, hey, I might be playing for so long, but still I do mistakes. So practice
Yeah,
and don't be too hard on yourself.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think you mentioned it at the end of the video as well, like breaking down those parts and going over and over until you get it down, which is really good. I mean, my main job is a guitar teacher. I'm a music teacher, so
Nice.
yeah, to hear all those things, it was great. I always tell it to my students: get the metronome, start off at whatever, 100, get it down, move up 105, just slowly build it up. Yeah, sounds good. Yeah,
And train the ears. It's always a
yeah,
good thing to figure out songs by ear.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, for sure. And then you got your um, guitar speed dating with the Ibanez's. That was really cool too.
Yes,
That was fun.
thanks. Yeah, that was such a freaking stupid idea because sometimes I do play with my role as a girl and do make fun of stereotypical prejudices and make my own twists out of it. Like there's also a video where I roast myself with some sexual comments,
Yeah,
or where I make fun of YouTube versus real life guitarist. And the twist is I'm the same person, but the YouTuber is being hated, like something like this. So I take all the stupid feedback I get and put it into videos.
that was great. It was really good. And it was good seeing those guitars too. You got
Yes. Yes, this is like a small tradition I have with Albanese Germany. So thank you to Daniel, Mark, and everyone involved in Germany for that, where I would meet them once per year at least to do a small overview of the new models. And I feel very honored to do that since my first real guitar was an Ibanez. And yeah, so being now an artist there is like a dream come true. And so it's like a privilege and such a great thing to just see all these new models before they drop. And yeah, sometimes you just get to maybe get new ideas on the road how to present them. And yeah, it's it's just beautiful what they put out each
yeah,
year.
yeah. Well, one of my first ones was I had an Ibanez Destroyer 2, which was the
Oof.
same with what's his name? Adrian Smith, I think, from Iron Maiden. He had exactly the same one. So I used to have one of those back in the day.
Mm,
Now I've got these
nice.
ones here. So it's this one here.
Oh, these are pretty much old, I think. I haven't seen
Yeah,
such in years.
I've had this for about probably, say 12 years.
Wow. It's a beautiful color too.
Yeah, yeah, it is. Now, one other thing with your YouTube channel, is I went way back to
Hmm?
your very first video of you playing
Oh my God.
the Master of Puppets. I
Yes.
noticed in the comments you said you only been playing guitar for 1 year. Is that correct?
Yeah.
When you did that?
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
really good though. I mean, if my students did that after
Yeah.
1 year, I'd be very happy.
Thank you. Yeah, I was pretty much nerdy. Like, I used to play video games because it took me a lot of time till my parents were convinced that I want a guitar. And then, yeah, I was pretty much fast doing homework. And then all the 5 hours that were left on the day, I spent it just playing guitar and just tried to learn it by with tabs. And yeah, so I'm a self-taught player, and I mean, if you're just obsessed with something, you just do it every day. And so I got, I think, now in retrospective, good really fast, but I did a lot of mistakes that are punishing me now since I skipped the blues licks in the beginning, so that I never really developed a feeling for vibrato and bendings because I just wanted to play metal. And yeah, and so yeah, and these days were great. These
Oh
days
yeah.
were so
I mean,
because you
like,
just
yeah, like I said, still to do that, and even like to do the solo after 1 year of playing, that's really good. That's,
thank you.
yeah,
Yeah, basically, I cheated a lot by just playing. My right hand is pretty good. It was, I think, a natural thing that was there for the beginning that I had no issues with it. So I consider myself more a rhythm player because I have good control on that one here. And so
mhm,
I was just playing fast and try to move my fingers where I think it could suit. It sounds, I think, pretty much near the teal,
yeah,
but it's more, I don't know what I'm doing.
yeah. So besides Eddie Van Halen, who's your other influences?
But that actually changes over the years, but my biggest influence is basically Alexi Lio. I really like his playing, but I also was a huge fan for a long time of Michael Paget from Bullet for My Valentine. I really like his riffs and the simplicity. Then we have, of course, the Sinister Gates. Guthrie Govan is a great, great guy. Django Reinhardt, with his style, is also one of my favorite guitarists. And also Yazi Hofer. She is incredibly talented guitarist from Germany. Jen Majura, she is groovy as hell. Um, I also really like all the melodic death metal guys from Sweden.
Yeah,
So we have there, of course, Jesper Strömblad, we have Niklas Engeling, we have Björn Gillard, we have, of course, then Niklas Sundin, Martin Henriksson from Dark Tranquility, and now Johan Reinholz. He's sick. I don't know. Sometimes I just he's playing like it's so organic if you watch him play when he's posting some improv videos or something. It's like a flower that is wrapping up the fretboard. It's this guy is insane. But I also really like all the death metal rhythm players like JF from Cataclysm, Bach from Decapitated. That's a sick mind. I mean, if you take a listen to Iconoclast, I don't know if you're familiar with Decapitated, death metal band from Poland.
no,
Oh my God. Oh, you're missing out on something.
no.
They are freaking insane if you just take a look at the riffs. That's crazy.
Yeah. Oh,
It's a
yeah,
lot of people I really look up to. So,
yeah. I was going to say that's a lot of people. So,
and also soul work. Like I said,
oh yeah,
it's the same. I just always miss out on people. So don't take it personal if I didn't mention you.
yeah, yeah. That's right. Now, just going back to the band, so Orphan Metal. So it's only been what 2 years? Is it it's been going for?
Um,
Orphan.
yes, it started as a studio project, but the band itself, like it is now on for 1.5 years.
Okay, yeah,
So the we've met
yeah.
each other.
I highly recommend the album to everyone. You know, like I said, it really is a bit of everything in this album, and the vocals, the guitar playing, all the musicianship is great. So congratulations,
Thank you.
and hopefully we see
And
you out in
also,
Australia.
our friends from Windrose just visited you, so I hope we with Offer Metal come also to your country soon enough. We
Yeah,
really want to see how you guys will enjoy the music, especially live, because I think it's working out pretty well if you just see like everything organic and have
yeah,
it in your face.
yeah,
That's the most nice thing ever, just to vibe with the people and see how much fun they are having on the show.
yeah. Yeah, I'll definitely be there. If you're down here, I'll be there.
Oh yeah.
All right, well, thank you again, and yeah, good luck with everything, and hopefully I'll see you real soon.
Yes, and if you have any additional questions, hit me up per email. If you have another question, I'm gladly answering it.
All right, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you for your time. Guys, get the
Oh,
album out 23rd of August. We even have busts of Antonio and Ted, so if you want to play with toys.
sorry, I forgot to say that, but I'll mention it in the intro, all about the official website,
Okay.
all the merchandise, so people check it out. Thank you.
Thank you for your time. See you to
Bye.
Australia. See you.
Bye. See ya.